Good morning. It is, sorry, dropped my microphone. Good morning. It's day 34 of the remote learning packet, and we are starting off with vocabulary words. Okay, the vocabulary words for this story, and this whole week is like cut up into a bunch of different smaller stories. So this is Weird and Wondrous Rocks Out of Nature's Wonders. The PDF, this story will be in the PDF in the Google Classroom. Our words are eternal, having no end and lasting forever; organic, made up of living matter; intriguing, which means very interesting; diverse, made up of things that are different from each other; idle, not doing anything; core, the center of something; fathom, understanding something; wrath, which means strong anger; and collision, when a moving object crashes into something. The only one that you might have issues with is fathom. Fathom can mean understanding something, or it can also be a way of measuring depth in an ocean. Be very careful how this one's used, okay? It has two meanings, one very particular, one more in general use. This is the more general use one, but you will see fathom used as a measure of, say, an ocean's depth. So just be careful of this one. Okay, your first task today is to match up the vocabulary words. So you have this right next to each other. You just need to match it up, start getting familiar with the vocabulary words. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, this not so straightforward. Okay, using commas to separate items. A comma can be used to separate items in a series of 3 or more items. For example, the flag is red, comma, white, comma, and blue, period. When you have a list of 3 things or more, this is how it's going to be used. You're going to hear this called a serial comma, not cereal like cereal you eat, serial like in a series. You'll hear it called a comma in a series, and you will hear it referred to as an Oxford comma. So this is the way that we use commas to separate a list of things. Red, comma, white, comma, and blue. Deer, comma, squirrels, comma, and chipmunks. All right, so you see how that works out. What you're going to do is you're going to read each sentence, put commas in the correct places in each sentence. Okay, the first one. Would you like to read, watch television, or go to bed? So when they're not split up like this, this is impossible to figure out. Read, watch television, or go to bed. No, that's not how you would read the sentence. So sometimes you have to tease them apart a little bit. Would you like to read, watch television, or go to bed? So because we are, read is one thing we're going to do. So we put a comma after it. Watch television. So you put a comma there because that's another activity. So we have one activity here. We have a second activity here. We have the third activity here. So if you have 3 activities, you have 2 commas and an end mark. So, okay, do you understand how that goes? Now, number 2, pugs, beagles, and terriers are all small dog breeds. Okay, again, you have, this is a dog breed, this is a dog breed, and this is a dog breed. So you have pugs, beagles, and terriers are all small dog breeds. Notice where this comma is going. It's going tight up against the word, and it is before the and. Be careful of this. You're going to see different styles of commas used. Frankly, they don't make any sense. It's a bad habit a lot of publications have gotten into. The serial comma in a series, Oxford comma, whatever they want to call this is a better way to go, all right? Particularly for long lists or unfamiliar lists. Okay, so now we have Jim, Fred, Kelly, and Kara will go bowling on Friday night. Now here we have what I'm assuming to be 1, 2, 3, 4 different people. Okay? So after each person, Jim is a person, so we put a comma. Fred, Kelly, and Kara will go bowling on Friday. So notice we have 4 people here, for 4 persons. We have 3 commas. You have to be careful of this in context, because if it was 3 people, if it was Jim, Fred Kelly, to make sure that you knew it was Fred Kelly and not Fred Smith, and Kara will go bowling on Friday. That's very situational. You have to know what you're doing. But in a kind of random list like this, it will probably be Jim, Fred, Kelly, and Kara. All right, so notice how that list goes. So 4 items, 3 commas. Would you rather have pizza, hamburgers, or hot dogs for dinner? So you have 3 choices. You have pizza, you put a comma, hamburgers, you put a comma, or hot dogs for dinner. So notice we have 3 items, 2 commas. Notice how tight I'm putting those commas right up against that word. Okay? So you have 12 more to do. Not 12 more. You have from 4 to 12 to do on your own, 5 to 12. So it's not hard. Just be careful what you're doing. Take it easy. Think about it. You'll be fine. All right. See you in the next video.